So second on the agenda, I was going to suggest that some number of blocks below the road, not necessarily directly adjacent to the road, because when we have bridges and stuff, I want the bridges to pass over the water. So I was thinking maybe like 12 or 16 blocks below the road, we would have a sewer. And now the sewer has to fit in the 4x4 like space under the road here. So if I kind of build a prototype, so this is this is the 4x4. But if we if we pretend that these are the land on either people's sides, we can actually then cut out this and put pipe in and electrical wire on this side. Same thing over here on this side. And again, even on the top and bottom if we needed to expand it later.
I'd be right back. I'm gonna go grab something so that I can...
Yes, awesome. Yeah, materials would be helpful for this.
I'm gonna go grab a couple things. I wish I'd known that we were going to be doing this up here. I would have brought more materials up.
Well, do we want to just go down to... Jade has like all the pipes and everything ever. So
yeah, let's go down to Jade's
Let's go to
house.
Jade's.
Oh,
that'll give
I'm
us an
getting
opportunity
guests.
for a change of venue.
Yeah,
But the town hall is so much prettier than my house. I have a shack.
Oh, it's
That's
fine.
okay.
But you also have all the cool machines.
You also have the machines that I wish I had.
You're welcome to use them. These are free for any of y'all to use.
Oh no, I know. It's just that I want them because they're cool.
Cleo, you mustn't covet. We're gonna have to put the Ten Commandments up in City Hall.
Machines.
Just do what Mango does. Come borrow.
Yep, I borrow intensely.
Oh, that reminds me, I got a ton of appetiti to loan you for fertilizer. Well, not really loan, but to repay you for all the cool stuff you've given me. So where are we setting up, Jade?
I'm grabbing some stuff out of my barrels so that I think we're probably gonna do this outside where we can see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Should we do it across the river?
That might be
I thought she was
good.
gonna say
We have
across the
plenty of
pond.
room.
I was like, you already are across the pond.
You can
There's
do
an
it on my
opportunity for a
plot
pun there.
where absolutely nothing has happened.
That's true. Wes has this plot that he hasn't done anything on.
Pick a plot where I can put down a machine that's gonna end up destroying a couple blocks before it's done.
Right here.
Yeah, we'll put them back. Just
Okay, I need to get a machine that's actually going to recharge this jetpack because it's far too much fun.
Go look on my plot. Oh, speaking of that, before I forget, if we can, I got to talk to Doc about it. We need to start moving the common machines that are on my plot off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start building on it pretty soon.
Okay, yeah, the talking about the power plant mountain machine thing is on the agenda, so we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Cool.
Well, the only reason it's all on my plot right now is because I have 7,000 buckets of lava.
How?
They're all stored underneath now, or some of it. I pumped a bunch of it out from underneath.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, we do have
I'm
jetpacks
coming.
thanks to Doc Redstone, who's not here. But he had enough stuff that he made a bunch of them.
Where did you guys go?
We
We're
are
outside.
past
There
the
you are,
reed
the
farm.
river.
I see you. Yeah, I'm not using the jetpack because I suck at jetpacks.
That's what you got the boots for.
I
And
need to
ready?
grab another
Ready?
pair of those out of
Who
my
am I gonna
chest
fall
pillow.
on? Oh, I might have just
Wes!
run out of energy.
Pick Wes!
Who am I falling on?
It was
fell on
Wes.
Wes.
Okay.
Thank you for catching me.
Do you want me to rebuild
It's a
my
bromance.
conduit prototype?
Could you? I got the pieces to put in. The spacing.
Cleo, did you win the minor games?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, my chat was
Against-
asking.
Yeah, against Milby, yeah, I did.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I watched that a while ago.
Come on, I've got to beat a sheep.
That's a lot bigger than we're going to need.
This is
That's significantly bigger
well,
than we're going to
no,
need.
okay, but the
that's
thing
fine.
is though, it's gonna be the inside is 4x4 because it has to fit in the land between people's stuff. But so the idea is that can accommodate actually 8 different types of pipes.
Well, but the nice thing is we don't actually need to do that because there are 2 types of pipes that are incredibly cheap. Anybody can make them in huge amounts.
Yeah.
That will never connect to each other.
I like them.
That's
Cobblestone
cobblestone and,
and
regular
stone.
stone. Yeah.
They will never connect to each other. This is why I've got all of my input-output pipes over there are cobblestone, and the way I've been doing it is stone brings it to storage, cobblestone takes it out to machines. As long as you don't stick another type of pipe, they're good. If you have to make a junction, put up an iron pipe, you put 2 iron pipes and you set which direction it can go so that they don't
Is
connect.
it possible to make covers in this one, or is that red power?
It's red power.
Well, there's two
Okay.
things. There's facades, are buildcraft, but that looks like a whole solid block.
Right.
Covers are red power unless we get Amibus core.
Okay.
But there's also I highly recommend instead of pipes for server lag purposes, we use this for our electrical lines for buildcraft. Conduit. You can put down about 10,000 of these to the same lag CPU usage as 4 buildcraft conductive pipes.
What are these called?
What are these?
Conduits. They're a bit more expensive to make than buildcraft conduit pipes.
Let me have a look.
Energy conduits. They're a combination of hardened glass and electrum ingots. I've actually got
Good
machines now to
Lord.
make hardened glass, but I
Awesome.
think Jade has
Well,
them too, obviously.
You also have to fill them with melted redstone.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Gold and silver.
Okay.
Woo! That
But-
is getting expensive.
They are a bit expensive. However, when it comes to like CPU usage, one
The
is
less
twice
lag,
as-
the better.
is twice as conductive as gold conductive pipe. It will carry more energy longer distances without loss than gold conductive pipe, and there's it's much more gentle on but if you wanted multiple pipe systems, you go like this, and then we could still have room for industrial craft cabling in the center.
Yeah, I
and
was
you've
gonna
got your
ask.
energy.
Yeah, I like this. So if we were to make a list of the things that we would want to put in the sewer, though, in terms of pipes, we would want energy conduits.
I think energy. I mean, other thing I can think of is if you want to pipe, like have a chest on each plot that pipes, say like cobblestone or dirt or gravel, stuff that you always end up having a crap ton of it of.
Yeah.
Before we
You can
start
pipe
getting
that.
unwanted visitors, you want to set time today just for this meeting?
Well, I'm kind of keen on leaving it as what do
Okay,
you
so
call
we're
it?
just gonna fight
Survival.
things. Okay.
Vanilla a server. Yeah. Does anybody have torches?
I have sword.
Okay. Well, I was
I
gonna say
do.
I can go
I've got
grab torches
torches.
from my house. Okay.
I've got a bunch.
But I
But
think
anyways, what I was saying is the only other thing I can think of is piping to get those materials that we all end up like 16 chests of, and we can pipe those back into town hall into barrels or something, so that we don't have to store them on the plots, but we can also use it as building materials for like new people or for common projects or something like that.
Yeah, so like a certain percentage of things that we own.
Well, it doesn't
always
even have
go
to be a
back.
percentage,
I-
but how much stuff do
Well,
you
you know
end
what I
up
mean,
getting
yeah.
that you don't use?
Yeah, things you don't
there's-
use.
There's always the whole like I'm running out of dirt for the farms. I really need more dirt, and I am sure that y'all in your mining endeavors get tons of dirt that you don't need.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
we had all that pumped with the wiring, if like I said, you just put one chest that has a redstone engine or something on it to pump everything out, then it can pump all the way back into the mountain into a diamond chest or whatever, something that'll hold a lot of it.
well, and some of
so
that could go
that-
into recycling or into igneous
exactly.
extruders, like essentially. But what you're describing is a trash pipe, where
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not,
I mean,
not
and it's really
necessarily
cheap.
a trash pipe, because like this would be where I would like be sending the food through to the restaurant we're building, and it all can be done with what I just went to go get. It's obviously not going to be cheap, but if let's say we're gonna pretend this is your lot, mango. So let's say you've got your handy little thing, and actually you would have a wooden pipe here, but I didn't bring one of those. So you have this, and let's say we're sending it off to a couple places. Say there's the trash place, farms, and call it other. Now let's say you've got dirt that's going in here, and you want to send some of it to the farms and some
Oh
of it to
my
storage.
god, that is sexy. What is that?
That's a diamond pipe.
So you want to send some of it to the farms and some to storage. Let's say the green is the farms, and the blue is storage. And you want most of it to go to the farms, but you want some to go to storage for people to use. You'd put 1 in the blue and 2 in the green. That sends 1/3 to the storage and 2/3 to the farms.
Huh.
If you then also wanted to send some, say, up to the gray area, say a recycler, you put one up there, and this does a percentage. And we'll split it up.
That is hot. Like I'm seriously, I'm all over this. This is.
And if we, as the original ones, got the materials and supplied this type setup on everybody's pipe, on everybody's plot, so they could just throw they don't want in, but they don't have to actually worry about setting up the pipe and all that, then we've got, constant supply of dirt to the farms, constant supply to storage, and constant supply to a recycler eventually.
Yes,
Hey,
Wes.
Joe, how do I make a motion?
Motion. Go ahead.
Yeah, just tell us. Right
I
now.
would like to make a motion that Jada Cat be burned as a witch.
Why?
Because sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable to magic.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough.
Oh, you were-
So next week when I'm reading your YouTube videos, Joe, everybody's gonna be saying burn her instead of kick her off
It's
the
like-
island.
and I'm just gonna
Actually,
be like, guys,
it'll be-
everybody knows
in
that
my
witches
audience,
don't
it'll be-
actually burn.
Well, actually, I think it'll probably be throw her into the pond.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So-
the other one I did was that no, actually that was it on that one. But yes,
I kind of like that because you can put
you can
stuff like
say we're sending that there, and this one's going over here to this thing, and this is going over there to that thing,
yes.
and it still sorts the dirt based on the percentages you've put in here.
But it also sends a. I got it. I like it.
And you
I
can,
think.
with this one empty side, anybody could attach on a pipe and go, okay, the yellow one is theirs, and they can send a percentage to their own storage room.
Yeah,
that works.
I really like that. That's and how expensive? I mean, I'm sure they're kind of those
Diamond
pipes are
pipes
expensive.
are 2 diamonds and a piece of glass. It makes 8 diamond pipes. For this type setup, each person would need 1 diamond pipe. So I would say, as a motion, that the town, that us original members, supply everybody with 1 diamond pipe for this type setup once they get a lot. So.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like in general people are gonna be I would almost say, to make it to streamline that, whoever invites somebody to the server, whoever is the initiator of that application, would be on the hook for supplying whatever they would need along these lines.
Well, and I can keep a stock of I'm gonna be adding more auto crafting stuff to my lovely shack. I can keep an auto crafting thing of stone and cobblestone pipes where you can flip a lever and get out stacks of cobblestone and stone pipes that'll go to a storage area in Energy Mountain, so that there will always be plenty of these 2 basic pipes for people to work with.
Okay, may I return to the list? If
yeah.
I think everybody agrees that we want a sorting pipe, we'll say.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the original was do we want to do the 4x4 with the piping in it? And I think here, vote in your thing, yes or no.
Wait. The exact text is, 4x4 with opportunity for 8 pipes?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get quite a few pipes of that.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna go over here and cry.
So for the height of that though, should the top of we should set a standard for the top of the pipe. Now the water level here seems to be at around, let's say, 64. So we would say that the top of the pipe is at 50.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Does that seem okay to people?
Yeah, I don't know that it necessarily matters the height as long as it's not impeding on.
No, it does matter because
surface build.
Getting these is going to be
Well, they're going to go underneath the road.
They're going to link to each other.
Where all do we need to send stuff to? We need to send build craft power out, industrial craft power out. That'll be glass fiber cables and energy conduit. That's 2. We need to send. Well, then honestly, we just need 2 more. An input. We're not really going to be sending stuff out of the storage, so we just really need 1 pipe to run as a collector pipe, and we fork off of that. So.
I was gonna say I have a question.
Ooh! I'm
What's
gonna
your
die
question?
doing this, but.
Does this pipe work on the other end of things? So, like, instead of having, if we just had a wooden pipe and
Kill him.
wooden pipe and cobblestone pipe taking everything over to the mountain, and then we have that one pipe in the mountain that separates it. That way we don't have to have as many pipes in the sewer.
It does do that. It wherever you put it, it'll separate it out. And if you leave an area blank, what will happen is you will everything else gets shoved in that area.
Really, Wes?
So you can have a series of diamond pipes, and then you can consistently sort it out through that.
That was well. So my thought was, okay, so we have you know, we'll say stone. Have the piping in the center, and let's pretend this is running by my lot, and I want to pipe something in. I would put an iron pipe on here, and another pipe, and then I turn. Where is my wrench? I take the wrench and set this to be output, and then everything will just immediately go in here. And what we'd have to do at any of these junctions, we need an iron pipe to continue it going the way it's supposed to go.
Okay, but what I'm saying, I guess what I'm getting at is we don't have to actually have that diamond pipe in the sewer at our house. It can actually be in the setup in the mountain.
Well, this diamond pipe would need to be here if, say, you're trying to send from your house to both your storage room and the main storage. Otherwise, like, I would end up say on a line going, okay, I know certain stuff is coming through here. I am going to hook in here and go, okay, send me 1/3 of all the dirt to the farms. Everything else would just continue right on going to storage.
Yeah, so if you're like Jade and you've got farms and stuff that need sorting, she can tap into the pipes. We necessarily wouldn't have to put in pipes of our own if we want to store it later in the mountain.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, y'all ready to head back up?
Well, actually, let me get a chest for all of. Does anybody have an empty inventory who can just dump all the stuff in Wes's in this chest here for Wes? Because I've got too much stuff in my inventory.
I'm almost here.
Okay.
By the way, Joe, thank you for moving your bed so that I had to go back to spawn.
Oh, you were staying at my place? I didn't.
I did want to. I know it's not quite in order, but I did want to show the thingy out here while we're somewhere that's actually large enough to.
The road
destroy
thing.
The town hall.
Can you start working on that while I ask some more questions about the sewer real quick?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just I wasn't sure how many people were familiar. I've got this in my chest by my door, Quarry.
That scared me.
If you guys want to use it. More importantly, I have this by my door. This will power it for you. What you will need to do, though, is in my house, there's a section of cabling by the engines that you will have to recharge this on. But if you put this here, right-click it, and set the max output to 10, it will run this entire quarry down about half of the level. And I'll just back up before it does anything. The main important part, you have to sneak right-click to pick up this energy block.
Sorry.
She's a witch!
Shift right click?
Shift right click with a wrench.
Okay, shift right click with a wrench.
And
what the
any
hell
of you
is it
guys
building?
you guys can
It's a
use
quarry.
it because the quarry keeps a certain amount of energy in storage. Can't see it.
That's not what a quarry looked like last time I did it.
But
Really?
then you guys can feel free to grab and borrow that. If I'm not using it, it'll be in the chest by my door. Just put it back. But if once the energy cell runs out, come back on any energy conduit that has engines attached to it, obviously, and just stick it on here. And then you take a wrench, right click so that the arrow points into the energy thing, and it will fill back up.
Okay.
It'll do 1 9x9 space per energy cell.
Right. I might come to you later on and discuss more detail. Okay, now we need to take this down.
Oh, it'll disappear on its own.
It's biodegradable.
Since when?
It's new.
Oh
Welcome
my
to the new
God.
build craft. There'll be one or two
that's
pieces
why.
that get left
This is
behind.
Buildcraft. Hang on. Is there a
This
quarry
is
in
sexy.
IC2 also?
There's a mining well in IC2.
That's what I did. Okay.
Yeah, that's not as fun. Okay, so I guess my last question is, do we have any other sorts of pipes that we're going to need to put in here, like water, lava, steam, or does that just not make sense? Because we can get all the energy we want.
Well,
All that stuff can go through the cobblestone pipes.
Yeah,
Well,
that
no,
should be able to go to
we
the,
have to put it through
to the-
liquid pipes.
Yeah, well,
We can just
Yeah.
make all pipes waterproof.
No, because you can't
No, you
move
can't,
items
because-
through waterproof pipes.
That's the
Essentially, each
reason.
pipe needs to have an assigned purpose. I'm just curious. We can come back to this later,
Well,
but
if we put stuff in and put stuff out on the sides, and then we could put water stuff in and water stuff out on the thing.
Could we maybe like set up a thing like this in town hall, and then whoever ends up figuring out the sewer system, can like put a selection of this is the layout. Make sure roads and pipe systems, abide by this layout so that they all connect correctly.
yeah.
Well, if you want me to dig out this bit, I'm quite happy to do that over the next week or so, and that way I can do my bit.
Yeah, it seems like everybody getting some pitching in and doing the digging would be good, but having a more coordinated effort to make sure the pipes were lined up properly. Yeah, we're gonna need to have the cross section figured out before we place pipes.
I see a turtle
If no one else
in our futures.
I don't mind doing the pipe thing. I like doing pipes. I like conduit. I like pipe.
You're more than welcome to come over to my plot and do the pipes.
Was that a euphemism?
Yes.
Yes, I think that was a euphemism. I'm not even sure that counted as a euphemism. I think that was an out-and-out innuendo.
And I'm not drunk yet.
Yeah,
I meant more if nobody objects, it would be simplest, I think, for one person to lay out the pipes.
and
I would like to actually be there, to see how it's done. But yeah, I'm quite happy for you to do it.
Yeah, I think having a small team so that way, because I know you like to broadcast live. If you wanted to broadcast while other people recorded the progress, that could be really good. Because that's the sort of thing where, like, on a YouTube video, you need okay, here's basically what we're doing. Here's 10 minutes later. Here's 10 minutes later. Here's 10 minutes later. I don't know why I'm spinning to indicate passage of time. I'm a clock. Woo! Okay.
So Mango, is that a motion that I be the pipe foreman?
Yes,
you think
I
it should
totally.
be
Yes,
pipe
the title for
forewoman?
pipe foreman should be witch.
Wherever it's pipe link going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hide next to this nice creative person who isn't talking. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jade the plumber. Wow.
Oh,
Jade,
wow.
your
God.
skin needs different
Oh,
pants,
God.
and you need a butt crack. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
oh, can I be the pizza delivery man?
Ah!
Oh, good God.
Okay, so do we want to head well, actually, if everybody has a second, why don't we check out the road segment that I constructed? I kind of made a terrible version of it in City Hall, but this is kind of a better mock-up since we're all out here anyway. And I also built a bridge that I figure for the bridges, we would just leave that up to people to make their own bridges.
What the hell is this?
It's a bridge.
That's
Yeah.
coming.
Of.
Looks like a waffle iron.
It does. It's.
Well, I wanted to be able to see the water.
Is this copper pipe?
No, this is uninsulated copper cable.
Oh God.
Okay.
Joe, you're a very strange
I
person.
fully
Have I ever
support
told
this.
you that?
Good
I
job.
think it's neat. I like
Thank
it.
you.
I
want
am
a waffle
so
iron.
I am so
Weird.
tempted to come over here at some point and hook up a generator to this copper cable.
Oh,
Right as Joe is coming out in the morning, I'll attach a pressure plate so when he walks out, he triggers a thing that electrifies his cables.
yeah, technically that is a concern with this particular model. And I know I had considered that, but I didn't want to tell anyone because I felt it
Zombie-
would be funnier if I did it
Yeah.
to you.
So what do you think? Should we set up a nice trap for Joe for when he
Yeah.
wakes up?
I think we can make it even better. We can put it into high voltage.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Take it out from under him.
yeah, you could put a gold lattice in here, actually, which would be really cool looking as a bridge, but then would result possibly in, super death. Oh, also, the best
Not
thing...
that we would try and kill you or anything, Joe.
No.
No. Okay,
No, not at all.
and one other thing I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, because I didn't know this was in the mod until yesterday when I was streaming. There is a type of material called slag you get as a byproduct of the pulverizer. Which
Yeah.
Rock wool.
if you heat it, it becomes rock wool, which is essentially just stone that looks like wool. You can color it like wool, but it won't catch on fire. And so, of course, I had to surround mine with fire. But, I'm sorry, I'm really excited about this.
It's like a kid with a candy store.
Joe, do you want some more? I have like 8 stacks of this stuff.
Oh no, I've got like 8 stacks too. I've been making a lot of this.
Ooh, I have nether wart. Joe.
Yeah. Also, that was the other thing I was gonna say is I've started collecting nether wart, and when I found that fortress, so I was gonna let me get this kind of planted. I only got 8 initially, so I will say if you guys want, I'm gonna see how much leftover we have after I replant.
Charming.
You guys can be welcome to some.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that was terrible. My bad.
What's nether wart good for anyway?
Potions.
Potions.
Joe.
Yes.
You know I can make an automated forestry farm that will give us like automated
Oh. Yeah, that would probably be a better idea.
If you give me some, I need like a stack of nether wart.
How did he get slag? When you use the pulverizer from the
I'm
what's
also
it
going to
called?
be doing a mushroom
Thermal
farm.
expansion.
Well,
you can get slag.
I was gonna say
That will be my project for the day. Is more farms. Why?
Awesome.
Is anybody shocked?
No, not quite. Okay, well, there's 9. The problem is I don't have enough to give you a full stack, but you can use that to get
12
started.
will be fine because it will start making more, which I'll pipe back in until I have enough, and then start piping it out.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I was gonna say you can get nether wart from here, but never mind. You can get nether wart from wherever Jade puts it. Probably a barrel.
Yeah, more than likely a barrel.
Okay.
Barrels are great, and I figure I can pipe it over. I was thinking the top level of Energy Mountain could end up being a storage thing, and I'll start piping stuff up there to get it out of my house.
Yeah, we can talk about Energy Mountain. That's actually on the agenda. What I figure we'll do is when we all get back into City Hall, we can look at what's left on the agenda and figure out what we want to prioritize. I need to make a notation that the
I better put on another pair of long fall boots just in case.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you're anything like me, probably a good idea.
Let me just stash this stuff in case I die a horrible, horrible death. Does anybody need food while I'm down here?
I still have 20 bread on me. So what are you putting down on vote?
Okay, I'm taking down the prototype here.
Well, I was thinking if we left the prototype up there, then if we come up with a working a method, then we can post it in Town Hall for people to use as a guideline if they're building a new plot.
Well, the thing is that the prototype itself is so big, we probably want to have it inside of Energy Mountain, not the Town Hall building, because it's big. We should have one, but just not here.
Maybe we need a prototype building.
I like having we've got that whole winter village area that we can start building places like that, food places and whatever. So yeah, that's something.
If we get a prototype building, then that's somewhere for people to put all of the prototypes for the bridges, and then other people can come along and vote by just placing a sign that says +1 by it or something.
I don't know exactly about all.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a silly idea.
Well, it's not that it's a silly idea. It's just that's a whole nother thing, and we've got like 10 items left on the agenda.
Okay, never mind.